Man, like, cause Chris came in, I want to say 1982, the year I was born. He came into managing, artists. He was a guitar player, like he used to do rock, but he was like, you know what? I love music, but it's not for me to be a performer, but I do have the air and I know how to promote. So I'm going to get into, management. And, he managed one of the most groundbreaking hip hop artists ever. And that's Schoolie D. He created gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? So just to hear the stories of that era, or hear when, he was talking about how when the Fugees dropped the score and the record label really didn't believe in the score, but he did. He believed in it. And, that ended up being one of the best sellers in hip hop history. Also with Lauryn Hill, the Miseducation. They didn't believe in that album. Then it went on to, win all types of Grammys and go diamond. So, for him to take his time, shout out to my brother G-Eazy. G-Eazy and his friend Kara, they heard Unapologetic because G-Eazy is on it. So when Kara heard Unapologetic, Kara let Chris Schwartz hear it. And Chris Schwartz and Kara came through the studio, and me and G-Eazy were able to play, some of our material. I played some of my songs. G-Eazy played some of his songs. We played stuff together. 2 weeks later, Kara called us like, listen, Chris he want to make it happen with y'all. Man, so shout out to G-Eazy, shout out to Kara, shout out to Chris Schwartz, the whole Rough Nation. Yeah, so I would say shout out to my brother David Banner. He taught me how to record my vocals better. You know what I'm saying? Like if you listen to my earlier projects, it was good, but I would say Wordsmith and Mega, I sit on the beat more than I did on on Redefined or on A New Beginning. So definitely David Banner, definitely Fatina Asia, definitely my man Air Smooth, definitely my man Sput Samaya. Like it's been a team effort. My engineer Elway, he's definitely one of the best engineers in the city. I would say Speech, shout out to Speech from Arrested Development. Stay tuned. Got something special with Speech coming. Can't tell you everybody that's on the song, but just know I'm on Arrested Development's new album. So that comes out in June. I opened up for Rakim in 2016. Wyclef, I got on stage and did a cypher with Wyclef at All More Music Hall, sold out crowd. I had met Wyclef earlier that day before the concert. Shout out to my brother Timothy Welbeck. He's a professor at Temple. He has a hip hop class at Temple University, and he had Wyclef come through for Q&A, and he invited me out there off the strength of the song Unapologetic. He heard Unapologetic and was like, "Yo, you need to come to this this Q&A. I want you to meet Wyclef." So I was able to get Wyclef my album. Wyclef hit me up like an hour later while he was in his car listening to the music. Was like, "Oh no, the industry is about to know about Dell-P. I'm a fan." So he seen me at the concert. He seen me and my family. He shouted me out, right? He went like on an intermission. When he came back on stage, he was like, "Listen, we about to do some real hip hop stuff, right?" So listen, he was like, "Anybody know Dell-P?" And they start snapping. He was like, "Well, me and Dell-P about to have a cypher." We was going back and forth. That was a classic night. Chris Schwartz was there too. This was before I met him. I didn't even know he was there, but he remembered that night. But my most memorable day in hip hop, I would say, because Black Thought is my favorite MC. That's my favorite MC. Big Nas, Black Thought. No particular order. Though them three right there are my top. And it was the first hip hop masterclass at Carnegie Hall, February of 2020. Black Thought personally reached out to me to be a part of this. So imagine that's like Jordan telling Kobe, "Yo, I want you to come train with me. Like when he was a rookie, that's how I felt. I felt like he was looking and he was liking what he heard, and you know, he basically was just like, listen, I think you deserve this light, so come on. And then to have him had me on stage at Carnegie Hall where, you know, blacks weren't even allowed at Carnegie Hall at one point. And we doing this Black History Month, and I'm doing it with my favorite artists in the front row, and I get to rock out a sold out crowd at Carnegie Hall. So that was major. Shout out to Black Dog, shout out to LeBrandon Smith, shout out to Jazz Martin, shout out to legendary Sean C. Legendary, man. He done produced a lot of your favorite records.